It's been a long time. Coming to make a quick video about this whole mess that's happening in the conscious community and how easy it is to get scammed by people you think that's smarter than you. How ignorance will keep you broke and how they use ignorance to take advantage of your ignorance, if that makes any sense. Let's get started real quick. It is 4th of July, so it's gonna be a little bit noisy in the background. So if it's a little bit noisy in the background, I apologize about that. Let me take a sip real quick. Why it's so easy to take advantage of the conscious community, especially black folks. This might be controversial and you might not like what I'm saying, but it's the truth. The thing is, they take advantage of the ignorance and they use big words. Like I said, I'm not the best speaker, the best auditor, the best speaker, like I said. And then you got scam artists like Polight. You got scam artists like Dr. York. And I'm gonna keep it right there because there's a whole bunch of them out there. And a lot of time what they use is they use these techniques of scamming. They try to make you buy things through scamming. They don't know what they're doing, but they talk like they know what they're doing. For example, it was a video that went up about mortgages and when what happened was this black family, they were refinancing their house, or they were selling their house, and the people came in to do a inspection and stuff like that on the property and stuff like that. And as people, you know, if you're in real estate, when inspection is you buy inspection, you pay a fee for that. It's not including, they don't get a percentage. It's against the law to get a percentage. So you pay them a fee, $350, $400, $500, depending on how much it costs. And what happened was you had people in the comment section say, oh, these inspectors get a fee of when they sell the house, when they don't. And the thing what I seen about that is that people don't know what happens when they buy a house and stuff like that. Me, in my lifetime, I bought one property in my lifetime. So I know a little bit about buying at least my house and how the whole process goes. I did lose my house through foreclosure. That's a whole different story. It's a whole big mess, going through a crazy time. But it goes like this. Do not let these hucksters, these people who talk a good game, who speak a good game, who they'll read a book and they would try to get you to the point where they would get to the point where they trying to get the most out of your pocket and out of the bank accounts, you know, out of your bank accounts. That's their whole main objective, is to get the most money out of your bank account. And that's most people. But what's happening in the black community is they taking a whole lot from the people they say they're going to save and to help. Let me tell you this, when you buy a property in any type of industry, when you're buying a property, you never, ever give the person buying the property the money. You have to put it, if you're dealing with a entity that has a lawyer, you put it in, you give it to the lawyer, and the lawyer will put it in escrow. You have to put it in escrow. You never give your money when you're doing real estate deals and stuff like that. You never give money to the person. You put it in escrow, and from there is you still can get scammed, but it's less likely because it's easier to know where the funds are going, and it's easier to disperse funds when it's in escrow. Now, with somebody like Polight, when I can't wait on the 7th when they get him out of here, he has a good game. He talks a good game. And the thing is, he uses a lot of scam to take the money out his people and the people that he's helping. You never hear good news when you hear Polight coming around the corner. What happens is he goes on Instagram and he got all these women, which I think he's paying for, which it is what it is. All these luxury items, which every race does it. They buy a nice Lambo, they buy a nice car, so they use luxury to to paint the picture that they're doing well and doing good, where you can rent things, you can finance things, you can do this. But what I don't understand is they're saying that they're helping you, but what they're really doing is they're making things worse for you. They're lying to you, and they're trying to get to your pockets and your bank accounts. And the more money you got and the more ignorant you are, the easier it is to scam you. So like, let's say in real estate, if you don't know the process of buying a property or buying a house, they can use any of these big terms and say, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And you're the one investing, but you don't know the terms that are used in investing and in real estate, and you get caught and you get got. And there's many different ways to get caught and got, but the key thing is you don't know the keywords and the keys that they're using. So they will say is this, they will say is that. They will say that use big words and stuff like that to get you out of your money. Stop putting money and giving money to people who you think are helping you when they're not. Do the simple things. Do your own research before you put money into something. If you're going to get into real estate, learn the basics, how to buy a house, learn how to buy your own house first before you learn how to invest. They take advantage of your ignorance once again, and then they got their little minions going around and they try and find ways to scam you, and they will believe them before they will believe anybody else, and they think it's cool that they're scamming. A lot of these people, they will scam you, and they got their little minions around and say, oh, this is how you do it, and that's how you do it. No, the simple way to buy a house, look it up. This is internet here. Go into a real estate office, say, yo, I want to buy a house. What's the process? What my credit score needs to be, and stuff like that. It's simple. If you never bought your own house, try not to invest in real estate if you never went into the process of buying your own house, your own home. So people like Polight would take advantage of your ignorance and take the money out your pocket. These people are good at talking. They're hucksters, they're slicksters. They come up with products, and watch out for the people who got a million products and try to sell you something at all points. All points, no matter what race. But what really gets to me is that they're using the black race even more, because they know that it's easier, and people are not going to believe them when they come out and say, yo, I've been extorted, or I've been scammed. And Brother Polight or No Light is the greatest one of those people who can speak and take advantage of your pockets. And then people would listen to him and say this is the right way when it's not the right way. It's the wrong way. Taking advantage. When you take advantage of people, bad stuff happens to you no matter what. You can have all this money, karma is a motherfucker. When you start taking advantage of the people who you put your all into, that's how you know karma is gonna hit you. You can be innocent, you can be whatever, but when you mess with the wrong people, karma, when you mess with the people who are supposed to be saved, when you mess with the people who are supposed to be helping you, karma is gonna hit you. When the good people who really wanna do good things and take their money and invest and become better, things start happening to them. Because they think they can get away with one stuff, they start getting away with two stuff, they start getting away with three stuff. They start getting away with four stuff, and the thing is, you start being nice, and the people can talk, and they take the money out your pocket, and you think you can leave your kids with them, and they talk the game that family, and they think you can leave the kids with them, and then they start taking advantage of your kids, and it's happening right now with Polight. And then you got people who will believe that pedo scammer, and you got people, I don't really care no more when it comes to messing with kids, and then when it comes to messing with vulnerable people who don't got that money to invest like that, and they'll take 100, they'll take 500, they'll take a couple of $1,000, they will take your checks and they'll grab it from you and take it and make you feel like shit. Shit like this makes me angry as hell, because I've been through that process of being nice to people and helping people, and the same people you're supposed to be nice to and help you, they'll be the first people who go behind your back and take advantage of you. These same people are the same people who will rob you and mess with your girl and look the other way, and they say they down with you for the cause. That's why I don't mess with nobody no more. I don't mess with nobody's cause. It's my cause. It's what? I want to live. I don't listen to nobody. You got the internet, you got YouTube, and we're smarter. Well, you got to have your stoic journal where you start talking to yourself. You got to start reading about sales and learn how to sell. You got to learn the science of being. You got to read books, Science of Being, and then people will look at you different. You don't get taken advantage of because these people will come and take advantage of you. You start reading Japanese people, Ikigai, and what they're doing in Japan to live longer. The longest living people live in Japan. Now, the greatest salesman, you start reading the Quran, you start reading the Bible, you start reading different things, you start reading some more stoicism. You start being your own library. You stop being taken advantage of by these hucksters and these polite, where all they want to do is take your money and give nothing.